Hello and welcome to everyone's favourite, really inconsistent podcast. Will the microphone work this week? We will find out. It's the BritWres Roundup. Ba-da-ba-ba-boom. First of all, let's take it over to Oberhausen, Germany. Not a very British place last time I checked. However, we will see Progress Wrestling, one of the biggest UK companies, teaming with Defy, which they've entered a partnership with, and Pro Wrestling Noah, which they are pretty much UK partners of. So this is a British wrestling show happening on German soil. It will be very, very good. Up first, opening the card. This isn't the match order, but I couldn't find individual match announcements. We have Ares, Kid Lycos, Latigo, and Man Like Doris. I think Man Like Doris has taken this one. They're going to heat him up some more. I'm not too familiar with Ares or Latigo, so I'm very excited to see how good they are as wrestlers. Kid Lycos, of course, I'm giving him a 0% chance of winning. After that, the Kid Lycos 2 Tour of Greatness. He suddenly began to feel much more heated up. He takes on Gringo Loco. I think Kid Lycos not going to take this one. The base god will be hitting that big avalanche powerbomb spinning base bomb, I think he calls it. And I think Kid Lycos 2 is eating defeat along with his brother. Not really. I don't know, Kid Lycos. After that, Ozawa, just after being abandoned by his biological father, the damn dirty dog, Gene Money, takes on a man who is loved by all, and if you don't love him, fight me personally. It's Kara Noir, the Black Swan. I love this man. He is challenging Kenta for the Defy World Championship in just a short while, October 27th. I'll be there front row, in person, hoping to get a travel blog up for you for that. But he takes on Ozawa today. Ozawa already dealing with heartbreak. He stood barely any chance of winning coming into it against the Black Swan, fresh off an injury. However, now that he's dealing with the psychological burns of being abandoned by his father, Gene Money, he will stand no chance, I'm giving him. After that, Stephanie Mays, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce her name, will take on Rio. Now, I don't know a hell of a lot about Stephanie Mays, but Rio's had a pretty decent little title run. A match against Emerson Jane. I don't know, I think you'll have to subscribe to Progress On Demand, which this is going to be on live Progress On Demand, 2 p.m. UK time. But go back and watch Rio versus Emerson Jane for the Women's Championship at the last show. It was spectacular. They hit some moves that Will Ospreay would be crying about, because practically every move was some version of a Tiger Driver. There was a Tiger Package Pile Driver, I think, at some point by Rio. That was what retained her the title. But she defends against Stephanie Mays. I'm excited to see some of the German talent getting a shot at shining. And in what I'd like to bill as a double main event, even though I hate them, Marufuji versus Axel Tisha and Luke Jacobs defending the Progress Men's Championship against Timothy Thatcher. First off, Marufuji wrestling in Germany. I don't think he's done that before, so I think that's going to be super cool to witness. Axel Tisha as well, a German man, a German boy. It's non-title, even though Tisha is the Atlas champion still, although he did lose those tag titles thanks to Sunshine Machine's Chuck Mambo. I love you, Chuck, but you fucked up, simply put. But Marufuji versus Tisha, that should be match of the night easily, because it's two of the greats wrestling, the greats of technical wrestling, fighting it out in the middle of the ring. And then, of course, the main event, a complete different kind of style. Luke Jacobs going to decapitate Timothy Thatcher. Thatcher going to try and break the arm that he decapitates him with. I think this one will probably, in a real fight, it'd go to a double knockout. But, of course, Luke Jacobs, gotta back my boy. 0161, Manny on the map. We love a bit of Luke round these parts. Manchester representing, Northwest strong, gonna take the win. Now let's move on to an event happening just a few weeks down the line. That is right, a brand new announcement for Global Wars UK. Zack Sabre Jr., just one day before returning home and defending against Sanada for New Japan, he will take on Robbie X in New Japan's UK Friends in RevPro, live from the Doncaster Dome. It joins a card full of some absolute bangers. We've got Azumi and Kanji. We've got Luke Jacobs versus Tomohiro Ishii. We know that there's no official match announcement for it yet, but Leo Rush won the J Cup. However, he's chosen to step aside so Cameron Kai can get his shot at the Cruiserweight Championship. RevPro confirmed today Leo Rush will still be getting a Cruiserweight title shot at a time decided soon. So that'll be very exciting to witness. There's still a few matches to be announced for Global Wars, but it's looking like it's going to be one of the shows of the year. The Doncaster Dome doesn't have a great memory with me, let's be honest, because of 1PW, but I think people are going to make some great memories tonight because it's such a cool looking venue. If 1PW didn't used to run there, it'd have some just perfect memories. But speaking of New Japan UK partners, it's New Japan themselves, with the help of RevPro, running Royal Quest. It's the first time that Global Wars and Royal Quest will run in the same year ever, and it is Royal Quest 4. Mike Loku's first ever New Japan sanctioned singles match. He had a tag match with Tanahashi, where Tanahashi stole his wife Amira. It was a whole thing. I still wouldn't trust her, to be honest, Michael, if Tanahashi's in the same room as her, which we know he will be when he challenges alongside Tomohiro Ishii for TMDK's tag team titles. However, Kosei Fujita, one of my favourite TMDK members, definitely top 5 now that Oyoa has joined. I'm not too familiar with him, but Kosei Fujita, one of my faves. Very excited to see him take on former RevPro undisputed British champion Michael Oku. Should be very fun. But that's not the only match announcement for Royal Quest 4. We will also see Danny Luna team with Azumi to take on Mina Shirakawa and Kanji. This is most likely, Mina took the belt off Danny Luna, but Kanji and Azumi will face the day before at Global Wars, so there's kind of some crossoverness. However, this is being billed as a Stardom tag match. Stardom have tweeted about it quite a bit. But as well, a man with the smile that could light up 1,000 rooms, Yota Tsuji, takes on Driller Dan Maloney. I love me a bit of Yota Tsuji. I also really like Driller Dan Maloney. He's my dog for real, some would say. This is going to be just pure violence, and I am going to be there for every second of it. I cannot wait. And as well, Callum Newman's homecoming to the UK to take on Shota Umino. This one got some shaky reactions, I'm not going to lie, about from the UK fans. However, I enjoyed their match. Not many people from the G1 came out saying that Newman versus Umino was their favourite match, and I certainly won't go that far, but it certainly wasn't as bad as some people were making it sound. However, Umino, Newman, should be a lot of fun. Newman's return to the UK. And finally, want to wish luck to the one, the only, the GOAT, Zack Sabre Jr., as even though it's not a UK event, even though this isn't BritWres, he carried BritWres for quite some time. He challenges Naito October 14th at King of Pro Wrestling. And King of Pro Wrestling, I'm going to have to make a separate video on because the card is fantastic. But from all of us, it's just me at BritWres Roundup, but from absolutely all of us at the BritWres Roundup, we want to wish Zack Sabre Jr. a lot of luck. It's coming home. It's coming home. Come on. So that was it from the show with the best budget, the biggest news, and the best production value. I'll see you next week. Or I won't. unless something fun happens. See ya.